law of gravity is nonsense. No such law exists. If I think I float, and you think I float, then it happens. I love you. You have the strength, Winston. You have the whole party. You are the party. You're one of us.
It's not correct that there is such a thing as biological sex.
Real quick before we start, there are different ways of making babies for different types of people.
It's not correct that there is such a thing as biological sex.
Good.
So we don't start from a cisnormative perspective because that can't actually go very far.
What does cisnormative mean?
So I'm going to start us there. Cisnormative is basically the very popular idea and assumption that most people probably have, that there is such a thing as male and female, sometimes also referred to as a gender binary, so anything that fits within a gender binary.
Okay.
But cisnormativity is basically that everyone assumes that there is male and female, and so very little is actually looked at to understand what's actually the case. And scientists have been doing this for at least over 50 years.
Your view would be it's much more complicated than that.
Right, it's not my view. I just know that for over 50 years, scientists have shown that that's not true. And
Hi, I'm Hannah Gabby, and I'm here to tell you the binary is bullshit.
It's important that we really break down what are we talking about when we talk about sex and gender, and is there something called biological sex, and what does that mean?
The body doesn't just have one place where we can sit there with a microscope or something else and say, hey, wait a second, this is really who you are, this is your true sex. In fact, who you are is who you say you are.
We are looking at how to pronounce this word, as well as how to say more interesting and related words. Gametes. Gametes.
Good morning, my student. How are you? Today I want to talk about reproduction. هنحكي اليوم عن reproduction, okay?
And you know, before coming to the topic, you should know the basic terms which all are involved in that process, right?
What is gamete? तो हम gamete किसे कहते हैं? Gamete कहते हैं sex cells को. ठीक है? किन cells को बोलते हैं हम? Sex cells को बोलते हैं. ठीक है? अगर हम बात करें मेल और फीमेल में, मेल gamete क्या होता है हमारे पास? Sperm. ठीक है? मेल गैमेट क्या होता है? स्पर्म. और फीमेल गैमेट क्या होता है? फीमेल गैमेट होता है एग. ठीक है? ओवा भी बोल सकते हैं, ओवम भी बोल सकते हैं.
Male gametes are called as sperms, while the female gametes are called as ova or the eggs.
So my dear children, just see this picture, the difference between ovum and sperm.
And so those are the only two biological sexes. There isn't a third, a fourth, or a fifth, because there isn't another type of gamete that's going to be produced by the sexual reproductive system that's actually going to be functional, that's going to be used for reproduction.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. النهارده ان شاء الله يا جماعه هنبدا مع بعض درس
واول عنوان لنا النهارده هيكون Introduction to Sexual and Asexual Reproduction.
In asexual reproduction, one individual basically clones themselves to produce an exact copy of their genetic material. So any product or individual made from asexual reproduction will be a clone of the parent. However, in sexual reproduction, this doesn't happen. Two gametes come together from the male and the female gametes, and these will form individuals which have different genetic makeups. So there's variation genetically between them.
Meiosis والميل جاميت والفيميل جاميت. لما الميل جاميت والفيميل جاميت بيتحدوا مع بعض زي ما اتفقنا قبل كده عشان يعملوا سيل واحدة، أول سيل خالص بتنتج من اتحاد أو زي ما قلنا قبل كده الفيوجن اللي ما بين الميل جاميت والفيميل جاميت. أول سيل على الإطلاق دي بيكون عندها complete number of chromosomes.
Alright guys, so check it. So I got this new compound microscope. So we're gonna take a look at my sperm samples. And this is how kids are made. Well, we need a freaking egg, like a female egg, and then you can see how the kid is made.
This is Aiden. He fell in love with Heather.
Back then I was female bodied. I came out as trans when I was 23 years old. I've been doing hormone replacement therapy for 5 years now. I'm a little bit taller, feet are a little bit bigger, more hair, thinning a little bit up top.
After 4 years of marriage, this pair have decided it's time to take the next step in their relationship.
Since the beginning of our relationship, we would discuss kids.
Do either of you have a preference for having a boy or a girl?
Nope.
I don't care.
I just want a baby.
Yeah. Happy, healthy baby.
Yeah. Doing everything as naturally as possible wasn't a good option.
Not that it wasn't a good option, it wasn't an option that was for us. We had different circumstances, so we were gonna have to go about it a little bit differently.
Yes. This was prescribed to me in the case that I might need a little help with releasing an egg. I actually needed more persuading about using a sperm donor. It's gonna be the way that I get to start a family with my actual love, my actual partner, my husband.
I was very surprised by this news. Was not anticipating this at all. This is really exciting. I think they're gonna be really good parents.
I've always wanted a kid with you. I've always wanted to be a father in general. You know, when I found you, I knew it was it. I wanted you to be the mother.